Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We begin with that breaking news from the East Coast, where the U.S. military says fighter jets have shot down a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon off the coast of South Carolina. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pamela Osborne. New details are emerging after the U.S. military shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon over the Atlantic Ocean. A senior U.S. military official tells CNN fighter jets from Langley Air Force Base in Virginia were involved in today's operation. We're told a single missile was used to bring down the balloon. Gloria Pezmino has the latest.
The suspected Chinese spy balloon making its way across the eastern seaboard was shot down by the military on Saturday.
When I was briefed on the balloon, I ordered the Pentagon to shoot it down on Wednesday as soon as possible. They decided that the best time to do that was as it got over water outside within the 12-mile limit.
China claims the balloon was a civilian research airship used mainly for weather research. They say the balloon went off course. Early Saturday morning, people in parts of North Carolina also reported sightings of the balloon.
Hey, that thing is not the moon. The moon is right there.
Top military officials initially advised against shooting the balloon while it was over the continental U.S. because of the risk debris could pose to civilians and property on the ground.
This thing is so weird. It's definitely moving.
The first sightings were on Wednesday in Reed Point, Montana. Then again on Friday in Pleasant Hill and Columbia, Missouri. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken postponed his weekend trip to China following a phone call with China's top diplomat on Friday.
I made clear that the presence of this surveillance balloon in U.S. airspace is a clear violation of U.S. sovereignty and international law, that it's an irresponsible act.
A U.S. official said a recovery effort off the coast is underway.
Oh my God.
I'm Gloria Pazmino reporting.
I got it on video, I think.
Stay with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com tonight for the latest updated information on that story. Here at home, happening right now, family members are gathering tonight to remember 5-year-old Ethan Belcher. He's the victim killed in what prosecutors are calling a case of abuse. Jacqueline Franson joins us live from Detroit's east side, where a vigil for the child is just getting underway. Jacqueline?
Yeah, Pamela, a lot of emotion out here tonight. Things are just getting started. The candles are lit. You can hear that music behind me. One of the hardest parts for family, they say, about being here tonight is the fact that the house that they're outside of right now is where police say the child abuse was happening. Those allegations so troubling as we've been reporting the story for the last few weeks. I do want to show you 5-year-old Ethan Belcher. He was found dead in his home here on January 22nd. Ethan's mom and stepdad are charged in his murder. Prosecutors saying they beat and tortured him along with other kids living at this home. It's a troubling case of child abuse that's caught the attention of lawmakers in Lansing as people want to know how this could have happened, especially after extended family members who are here tonight reported the abuse to CPS and police 18 months ago. Local 4 has since learned that the Lincoln Park police did launch an abuse investigation, but they did not have enough to get an arrest warrant at that time. Still a lot of questions, too, about that CPS case. But tonight, back here live outside of this vigil, it's really about remembering Ethan. They have not had a chance to lay him to rest, so this is one of the first steps in grieving this tragic loss. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you. New at 6, one man is dead after Highland Park police say he tried to stop a car robbery. It happened around 5 this morning in the area of Buena Vista and Woodward. Investigators say the man was confronting 2 suspects trying to break into a car. They say one of the suspects shot him and killed him. Michigan State Police is handling that investigation. An investigation also underway after a man was shot and killed by a Michigan State Police trooper. This happened last night around 9 in Crawford County. That's in northern Michigan near Traverse City. Officials say a trooper and cadet responded to a call about a car in a ditch along I-75. We're told during that interaction between the trooper and the trooper drew his weapon, shooting and killing the driver. Police say a gun was found in the driver's vehicle. We're still working to learn what led up to that shooting. Time now for a check of the weather as we wrap up a cold but sunny Saturday afternoon. You're looking live at our Windsor sky cam pointed at the Detroit riverfront. Forewarned meteorologist Brian Sherman joins us now for a first look at the forecast. Hey, Brian.
Hey there, Pamela, and good Saturday evening, everyone. A gorgeous day across the neighborhood today. Lots of sunshine, but over the past few hours, those clouds have started to roll into the region. Tower cam from Windsor looking across the river into downtown Detroit. Mostly cloudy skies heading into the 6 o'clock hour tonight, but much warmer today than we were on Friday. We made it to the freezing mark today here in Detroit, 32 degrees, 31 right now working into Howell, 28 as you're checking in with us over in Pontiac, and 34 right now over in Adrian. That's the story for most of southeastern Michigan, upper 20s to lower 30s. But with that southerly flow moving into the region, that has sent everybody 15 to 20 degrees warmer or better working into this afternoon, and we will keep those above average temperatures around as we go throughout at least the next 5 to 7 days. That thicker cloud cover starting to work off to the east over the past few hours as we are going to have a weak disturbance roll throughout our Sunday. So we'll go mostly cloudy skies throughout the evening hours tonight. Temperatures slowly dropping into the upper 20s by midnight, but we've got some rain on the way as we head into next week as well. I'll detail out what you can expect in your complete forewarned forecast that's coming up in just a few minutes. Also a good time to download that forewarned weather app. Exact Track 4D, Future Track, and weather alerts all in the palm of your hand. You can find it in your favorite app store. Just search WDIV.
Michiganders could be some of the first to cast their votes in the next presidential primary. Democrats approved reordering its 2024 presidential primary, replacing Iowa with South Carolina and the leadoff spot. Nevada would be next in line, and New Hampshire would go on the same day if its Republican legislator and governor change a state law. Michigan and possibly Georgia will also join the early states. However, the calendar is still not final since it's now up to the states to make their change of primary dates to comply. If you're headed out tonight, there's a major stretch of I-94 in Detroit that's closed for the weekend. Here's what you need to know. Both directions of 94 are closed between 96 and I-75. Crews will be removing the Cass Avenue overpass. The freeway will reopen in time for the Monday morning commute, but several ramps, including the Lodge to eastbound I-94, that will stay closed beyond the weekend. The Powerball jackpot is now up to about $700 million. Wednesday night's drawing to win the jackpot. The cash option, which most winners choose, would be about $375 million. The chances of winning this Powerball jackpot stand at about 1 in 292 million. It's the 6th largest Powerball jackpot in the game's history. We will, of course, have those winning numbers for you when you join us for Local 4 News tonight at 11. Still much more to come here on Local 4 News at 6. Here's Megan Woods.
From CPR and AED training to heart screenings, we take you to an event that's proactively saving the lives of student athletes.
But first, check out this train derailment in Ohio, why officials there are ordering a state of emergency.